Welcome to Chemistry Tutorial 360. Today we are going to balance this reaction. This is aluminium oxide or dialuminium trioxide. This is hydrochloric acid, this is aluminium trichloride, and this is water. So to balance this equation, I can draw a table like this, right? On the left hand side or reactant side, we have here one aluminium, so I have to write that 2 aluminium, right? Sorry, 2 aluminium, and we have here 3 oxygen. We have here 1 hydrogen. We have here 1 chlorine. Here we have 1 aluminium. Here we have 3 chlorine. Here we have 2 hydrogen. Here we have 1 oxygen. Okay, so here we have 2 aluminium but 1 aluminium. So let me balance the aluminium first. So I can multiply here by 2, right? To balance the aluminium, I can multiply here by 2 and this will give me 2. These 2 must come before this aluminium that is here. Okay, if you put here 2, then you are getting here 2 times 3, 6 chlorine. So you have to update the number of chlorine, that is you are getting 6 chlorine, right? Okay, so our aluminium is balanced. Here we have 3 oxygen, 1 oxygen. Okay, let me balance the oxygen last. So I can now balance the hydrogen. Here we have 2, but here we have 1. So to balance the hydrogen, I can multiply here by 2, that gives me 2. These 2 must come before this hydrogen that is here. So I will put here 2. If I put here 2, the number of chlorine will be changed. So I am getting here 2 chlorine. So let me write here 2 chlorine, right? Okay, 2 chlorine. So our hydrogen is balanced. Now our oxygen here 3 oxygen is not balanced. Our chlorine 2 6 is not balanced. So what I'll do, okay, to balance the chlorine, I can multiply here by 3. That gives me 6. Okay, let me do it. We have 2 chlorine, right? I can multiply here by 3. That gives me 6. If I multiply here by 3, these 3 must come before this chlorine that is here, right? Okay, so 3 times 2, that gives me 6. So I will write here 6, right? If I write here 6, then I am getting here 6 hydrogen and 6 chlorine. So my hydrogen will be updated. So I will put here 6 hydrogen, right? 6 hydrogen. Okay, and already I have 6 chlorine. Okay, so our chlorine is balanced. But now our hydrogen here 6 and here 2. So to balance the hydrogen, I can multiply here by 6, right? That gives me 12. Okay, and I can multiply here by 2. That gives me 12, right? And remember, this 6 must come before this hydrogen and these 2 must come before this hydrogen. Okay, let me do it first. This 6 will come before this hydrogen that is here, right? So I will have to put here 6. If I put 6, the number of oxygen will be changed. Here you are getting 6 times 1, that is 6 oxygen. 6 times 1, that is you are getting here 6 oxygen, right? Okay, so here this 2 will come before this hydrogen that is here, right? So 6 times 2, that gives us 12, right? So I will write here 12. if I put here 12, my number of chlorine will be changed. So I am getting here 12 chlorine, right? So I will write here 12 chlorine, right? Okay, let me write the 12 chlorine, and here we have 12 hydrogen. However, now our hydrogen is balanced. Our chlorine here is 12, but here we have just 6 chlorine. So to balance the chlorine, I can multiply by here by 2, right? I can multiply here by 2. Okay, let me write it at first. 2, that gives me 12, and these 2 must come before this chlorine, that is here, right? So 2 times 2, that gives me 4. So I will write here 4, right? 4. And if I put here 4, the number of aluminium will be 4, right? So I will write here 4 aluminium. Okay, so our chlorine 12 12, our hydrogen 12 12 is balanced, but our aluminium is not balanced and oxygen is not balanced. So to balance the aluminium, I can multiply here by 2, right? And that gives me 4, and these 2 must come before this aluminum that is here. So if I put here 2, then the number of oxygen will be 6. 3 times 2, that gives me 6. So now everything is balanced, right? So 4 4, 6 6, 12 12, 12 12. So now what can you do? This is the balance equation, but you can do more. What you can do? See here, these 2 can be divided by 2, this 12 divided by 2, this 4 divided by 2 can be divided by 2, and this 6 can be divided by 2. So if you want to get lowest coefficient, then you can divide it the whole equation by 2, then you will get here aluminium trioxide plus 6 molecule HCl equal to 2 aluminium trichloride and 3 molecule of water. Actually, this is the balanced reaction, right? Okay, if you count the number of atoms, here you have 2 aluminium, you have 2 aluminium, here you have 3 oxygen, here you have 3 oxygen, here you have 6 hydrogen, here you have 3 times 2, that is 6 hydrogen, here you have 6 chlorine, and here 3 times 2, that gives you 6 chlorine. So everything is balanced. So this is the balanced reaction. So thank you for viewing this video. Be well.